Andrew.
Tim, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tim. So I understand you're coming in for a little bit of help, maybe some retirement planning stuff here.
Yeah, I was recently had met with your father actually.
Sure.
Down the road, he helped us put together our will, a power of attorney, a couple other things, and in the course of conversation, we got to talking about some retirement type things, and he mentioned that you work in that field and you might be able to give me some assistance. So really, that's why I'm here today. I'm kind of trying to get an idea if I'm on track or things I should be doing, or
Sure.
just overall ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to help you. Certainly, a couple different ways I can help you. I think one thing that might be really beneficial for us is to run some sort of retirement income analysis. Has anyone ever run something like that with you before?
No.
All right. That's one of the things I specialize in. It's sort of something that it'll let you know how you're positioned in retirement. It's something you're open to looking to do.
Sure, whatever
Right.
you suggest.
Sure. All right. So I guess what we'll start doing is I'm just going to ask you a few questions, get some numbers here for you we can work with, and we'll move on from there. Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair.
All right, cool. So let's move the wheels forward a little bit and start thinking about, I think you said about 4 years you're looking to retire? My dad told me. All right.
62 right now, and ideally, you know, if I could, I'd retire today. But
Of course.
I think another 4 years. I want to try to get to 66.
All right. That's for retirement age, so that's definitely a good goal. So let's think about when you're 66. What kind of spending do you think you're looking at then? Do you think you want to have what you're making now? Are you going to spend more in retirement? Do you want to, or less? Are you going to downsize?
Geez, well, I don't think anything's really going to change all that much. We don't have major plans of you know, doing anything crazy or moving or buying houses or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really work from a budget or anything like that. Ideally, I would just like to kind of continue along with what I'm doing now.
Sure. So you think if you had exactly what you make now, you think that would be sufficient for your everyday living? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what we see. I think that's pretty much the point of retirement is living in what you have now, except now you're not working, right?
Yeah.
So that's really the overall goal of retirement. So what kind of income are you used to living on now?
I make $60,000.
Okay. And are you able to, with that $60,000, are you saving any retirement vehicles, any 401ks?
I do have a 401k.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a ballpark amount of how much you've been able to save up in that?
Yeah, I have about 350,000.
Okay. And how much are you putting away of your income right now into that?
I do 10%.
10%. Okay.
And they give me a 4% match as well.
Okay. Good. Now, like on a monthly basis, I know you said you don't budget, but do you find that there's any sort of, that your money's going up? Are you able to save anything, any sort of checkings or savings accounts, so you're not spending to the brink of what you're used to making? So is there an amount that you usually find that you save each month into like a checking or savings account?
Yeah, a normal month about $500.
Okay. Good. Just a couple more questions here. Moving forward again, I'm just thinking about in retirement again, there's a couple ways you can have guaranteed income. The one that pretty much everyone has is Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have an idea of what that Social Security is going to look like at 66?
Yep, just looked at it actually. It's just about $2,000 a month.
Okay, good. There's other guaranteed income that you can have. One of those is a pension. Are you fortunate enough to have any sort of pension?
I will have a pension, not a big one, but $500 a month.
Okay. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that actually adds up to quite a bit over time
Yeah, I guess so.
if you think about it. So I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on here. Do you anticipate any other sort of incomes in retirement?
No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, at 66, call it quits, and that's it.
Okay.
No part-time work or
Sure.
anything like that.
All right. So,
unless I have to.
right, of course. So what we're going to do here now is just take a quick overview of what you've got, kind of compare what you're saving to what your income is now, and see if there's any sort of shortfall towards retirement. So, so you're making $60,000 a year. So you'd be able to save about 10% into your 401k, so that's about $6,000 a year. You also have a 4% match, which, let's see what that comes out to real quick here. So you're looking at another $2,400 with the match. You're able to save about $500 a month into like a checking and savings account, so that's another $6,000 a year. And $2,000 a month for Social Security. So that's going to be $24,000 a year. And then another $500, or excuse me, $500 a month, which is $6,000 a year with the pension. So that's what you're looking at right now in retirement. So if we add all those up together, we're looking at 42, about $44,400. And you said you're used to making $60,000 a year. So we're looking at about $15,600 shortfall right now. If you now there's different ways we can bridge that. So we didn't really talk about there's a $350,000 that you'd be able to save up in your 401k.
Right.
So what I want to do is go back, take a look at these numbers a little bit more, and come up with some options that to give you what you can do with this money. You know, you're still saving into it, so it's going to be more than you have now. So there's a couple different options just to give you an idea. One might be to wrap some sort of guarantee around it. It could kind of work like the pension and Social Security. We could look at investing some of it and look at like a safer withdrawal rate might be 4%, 3%, somewhere in that range to draw off of that. Maybe a combination of the two of them. We might look at some sort of Roth IRA, some of the additional money you're saving in your savings account. So different things like that. I'll come up with some different options for you and let you choose and see what makes sense for you.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair.
All right, good.
All right, thanks.